I hope you're all doing well and that the week's been treating you right. I'm thankful for the amount of people that have supported my content and have enjoyed my journey along the way. We're almost to 500 subs, which is crazy. Thanks for sticking around and letting me ramble about this game. I've been thinking a lot about habits lately, especially ones that you don't notice until they start dragging you down. I caught myself doing that thing where I make a play once and it works, and then suddenly I try to force it into every matchup, every board state, no matter how questionable it is. It sucks. A close friend of mine, Grimothy, told me personally, he was like, you play your best when you take your time. And he's right. The tunnel vision is crazy. When I slow down, I make better choices, but man, I get excited about a line and then I chase it and even when it's the last thing I should be doing. So today's about breaking habits and actually playing the game in front of me instead of the one I want it to be. And after reviewing the footage, man, I think I'm dealing with a little bit of outcome bias. Anyways, that or I've been lobotomized. Either and or. First round was against one of the more popular lists in the room, Absol Kangaskhan. Big basics, steady pressure, and plenty of ways to punish slow starts. It's a matchup I don't fully understand. Like, it feels bad, but I always ask myself, it can't be this bad, right? And especially because people are just throwing their hands up and saying, just wait for Ascendant Heroes, the next set. My opening hand was pretty meh. This is a key learning moment for later. I should have benched the Reshiram immediately. If I use Iono, both Rishirams in my hand would end up at the bottom of the deck. And do know, I don't run a lot of searches, but honestly, I should have moved the Cleffa to the active. I prioritized having the energy on the Zora, even though the Cleffa was a better move. I think I was too scared to get rid of the one energy that I had, which is super silly because the next turn I end up retreating. I swear I didn't get hit in the head. In this matchup, I think I need to apply pressure before they get fully set up, like pressure meaning damage with the Virtuous Flames, because Penny would restart all the progress they've made with the energy. So forcing them to burn those, especially on the wrong target, I think is the best way to go. I finally find the Serrano, and this is where I start paying for the bad early choices. Both Rishirams are at the bottom of the deck, and I'm desperately trying to find a way to get them out. Basically, I set myself up for future issues. That delay allowed them to set up not one attacker, but both. Very frustrating, but I think I was playing to not lose instead of playing to win. Please, someone in the comments, anyone, is it this bleak until I get Zekrom? Really? 0-1. On to game 2. We lost game 1, so back to the lower brackets you go. This is where the wacky decks usually live, and one of the less wacky ones was, well, Greninja. I've never played against it. I've heard of it. I've seen it on other channels, but I've never faced one in the wild. My opening hand was, meh, could be worse. This is what I mean by tunnel vision. I see the double start from my opponent, and I immediately, in my mind, lock in Flame Body Cannon for that double knockout. With the way they started the game, I 100% thought it was going to be a Charizard deck. But when I saw the frogs come down, I was relieved. From what I remember, when the Greninja hits, it searches whatever it wants, and its second attack lets you discard energy to hit the bench. I can see that they also want to rush through the setup process because they grab using Colress's tenacity. On my turn, my trade finds me my secret box, and here comes the hard part. What do I grab? As I'm debating setting up an attacker, I end up choosing to build a board that I could evolve into. That to me weighed more than the fear of getting Iono'd. So I grabbed Buddy, Cyrano, and a tower to bump their stadium. Oh, and the balloon for the pivot. But I was so focused on the Sereno line that I forgot I could also use Grand Tree. Instead of burning my supporter for turn, with their Dusclops, so they pop my Zorua that I had put the energy on, but my time is short as now they have a Pidgeot. If I drag it on longer, they'll beat me because they can grab whatever they want for whatever situation comes up. Since both of our Pokemon can't knock each other out effectively, we swing and pass to each other. They understand how Rage works, so they're working around it, which leads me to my next little segment.
Guess that type! What type is Darmanitan in the Pokémon TCG?
So why the hell did I swing into the Dusknoir thinking it was dark? Please refer to the title of the series. I am ashamed. I am sad. My brain is smooth. 0-2. Game 3, and to make me feel worse, I got a bye. Yay. I went and got bubble tea to cheer myself up. We take those! 1 and 2. This one kind of hurt. I played my friend Grimithy, someone who I've played so many times that we could probably pilot each other's decks by memory. But I don't touch Gardevoir, so nah. But somehow, someway, I fumbled this harder than anything else that day. My opening hand was even amazing. With a double buddy start, I had an explosive start. And that's something you need against Gardevoir, especially if you can knock out their set of Pokemon or any Pokemon they use that has value. I'm looking at you, Monkey. I'm looking at you, Curlia. You want to avoid the late game as much as you can because that's when the Drift Blooms and the Screamtails come online with the energy in the discard. So basically, it's a race to the bottom. And for me, all I need is the Serrano. I also need a refresher on Cleffa because just like game 1, unless I'm planning to switch into it that same turn, I do not need it on the bench, especially when Grimithy has the Monkey Dory. He sees the Darumaka and preps the Curlia to avoid the easy 90 knockout. And I do it again! What was that? Bench Pokemon do not take weakness. So why did I hit the wrong one? Again! Straight Masters. Better yet, he had a Ralts that was a threat because of rare candies. I basically hand-fed the Monkey Dory. That's it. I'm just renaming the series to Lobotomy Climb. I take out the Gardevoir, but we've been here so many times, I kind of know how it's going to play out. The backup Guardy is already ready, and I can't clear both the Drift Bloom and the Curlia. It's over. It's brutal. 1-3. Moving on. Up next, it was a Joltik box, and my brother plays it, so I kind of know what it does pre-Mega Evolution set. Basically, they're gonna hands me, they're gonna amp me, and they're gonna amp me. The Joltik, he's gonna show up, and he's gonna load energy, and then I'm gonna amp you very much. My opening hand was, pretty okay, and Lobotomy series is live and well. I drew 6 cards for the turn instead of 7. What do I even say? They just have the mandate of heaven. Like what they wanted it more. We start swinging. He kills Resh, takes another prize card. Oh well, that's 2 down. I swing back hoping to stack damage with Zoroark. That doesn't matter. Why? They boss up the Rishi. Well, I try repositioning. By the way, Mega Manectric, that has no retreat cost. Wild. Nope. Another boss for the Reshi. That's 3. Game over. 2 bosses and a dream. They just wanted it more. And they got it more. Man. 1-4. Alright. Game 6. I'm defeated. I'm tired. But I at least want to finish the run. It's rare for the locals to have 6 rounds. Our locals usually has only 4. But we had a total of 46 people show up to this cup. And even if I'm X4, I'm seeing it through. Final round. Another Absol Kangaskhan. Not an easy matchup, especially given how the day has gone. My opening hand is abysmal. It's such a weak start. A light breeze could knock me out. And that breeze came. The swing didn't knock out Petron originally because of Lively Stadium, but they did rip the Zoroark from my hand. So I have no draw support, and just like that, I'm a sitting duck. And they knock out my Zora and rip another card. We had a small judge call because they took an extra prize card on accident. I wanted to keep moving on as like, it didn't really matter. I was gonna lose no matter what. But because I was recording and we were just talking earlier, they wanted to do it by the books. And so we got to explore what does it mean to get a judge call when you take an extra prize card. It was a 2 prize card penalty, and from then on, I mean, I just lose. But I do understand why the Absol's so good. You can really interrupt the opponent's start terribly. I did my best. Actually, no, I didn't do my best. It wasn't happening. Final record, 1-5. Man, they really be like that. All right. Phantasmal Flames is legal, so I gotta adapt to it. The key cards that are going to stay, I mean, the core piece is the Zoroarks, but I don't even know what else to add. The cards I'm on the fence right now are Monkey Dory, Darmanitan, and Hilda, and I haven't seen a lot of content regarding Zoroark with the new Phantasmal cards, so I'll have to experiment with it. This list, I mean, maybe with a better pilot could have performed a little better. I really do want to experiment with the new cards like Lopunny that will give me an out and a replacement for the Okidogi to those weird matchups. Maybe Punk Helmet on Yveltal sounds fun. I should probably try that. We'll see. Today was rough, but honestly, I feel like I needed it. Habits sneak up on you. You think you're just being consistent, but really you're just repeating the same line over and over because it worked once. Or because you're afraid to try something new, or because you don't want to slow down and actually think. I'm trying to break that. To slow down and play intentionally. If nothing else, Going 1 and 5 is a great reminder of the whole point of Misplay Masters. Well, the misplays. This is humbling, but at least I know the only place we can go from here is up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for almost the 300 subs, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.